is very creative and a very noble things to do that you can always do very. And then the more I work in scientific research and read these papers, that I realized that these all jobs are the same. There's no difference with the scientific research with just tutoring, just math tutoring, no difference at all. Kind of think about Madame Curie, her life, her early life of being a tutor, and also after that she become a scientist. They are the same job. To be a scientist, you do this research, and you did this research. You know it very well already, and then you have to explain it to the research community, and these people might be very proud of themselves, and then they just they just immerse their own complexity and in complexity and thinking very highly of themselves, and then you have to explain these things to them, just like you are tutoring a high school student. This student they are think very good of themselves, and then you have to teach the things that they don't know, that they what they thought are completely wrong. And this is this is so similar when I feel like when I just realize that I just need to use the skills that I taught this university student about maths, used for this scientific reviewers, then my publishing would be much better, and be more patient, and then my publication will be more likely to be accepted. That I feel like that this is so boring life. You would think that you are doing something very up brow, but turns out to be completely very simple, very basic, very tedious and laboring work. And I kind of feel very regretting about having a PhD. And I was thinking about the people at my age. Maybe I could just enjoying my life, having an engineering job, and not do anything, do not to get a very low paying job of PhD, and then I would be much better. But now, and then I wouldn't know these things, and just don't have such labels, and being and don't suffering so low pay, and have to talk with this naive academic people. Then I would be much more happy, and just sell my time to different companies, one company after another. I would always find a job. And and sometimes I would always think about to get a even self-employed, and even to set up my entrepreneur myself. So I think that why bother myself to do a PhD and to do a scientific? It's completely wrong. Yeah, completely wrong. I kind of feel very like life is so short, and then I then doing this tedious, laborious things. It's so pity that I didn't have any family or friends who ever had a PhD. So I am the first in my family to go to university, and I am the first in our family to have a PhD. So no one told me what it is like, and now I do it. I feel like, oh, completely a waste of my time. And I think I have been try make a spare no effort to my PhD, and make every day so nervous. So today I just play video games and enjoying it very much. And I don't want to be a underdog in doing things. So I just played, and then until I made it, and I get a new level, I feel very happy about it. The PhD, but tomorrow I'm going to meet my supervisor, and I didn't have much public new paper to write, but it is. Seems like there's no point doing it, but the paper that my supervisor published, he recommended to me, and I read it. It's completely rubbish paper. I don't want. I dare not to say that. Oh, your paper is completely rubbish. And then after he has been supervising me for 3 years, I have told that this method is completely wrong, and he's a Chinese student still doing. He's student in China, in China's university, and still doing it, and he is still send this such paper to me completely. I think my supervisor has now become a full professor in our university, but I don't think he really likes to thinking or really likes to do research. He is or like I have told him this way is not working. This is completely wrong, and he only cares about his paper to be published, and then once his paper I get a new paper published accepted by NIPS, newer NIPS, the top conference. The top #1 top conference, and then I already told him that this method is not working. Then he's published, and he still sent that paper recommended for me to read. Oh, I completely don't think that he is not a thinker. He is just someone to do a business, to do a job, just a job, and just a very. He said that I do academic job, not if I care about money, I wouldn't do academic job. My relative in China is very rich, and I can work for him 10 years ago, but I do academic because I love it. I love to thinking. I don't think it's true at all. He's just boasting about himself. On one side, he is very material and material oriented, but like doing this research, he's very material. He's not truth oriented at all. But on the other side, when he make an excuse of his poverty in academia, saying that I don't care about money. Very, very, very hypocrisy. Very how to say, I don't know the English word how to say that. Is very fake, always fake, have a fake face for themselves. So I yeah, and so I don't I just tell of my supervisor about that. So my supervisor, full professor in Chinese, full professor in a British university, and then this is my feeling about. I just think that this is finally at the end, last year of my PhD, and then I'm going to finally it ended completely wrong. Maybe it's not wrong. It just makes me understand that if I never been, like you are traveling to a new place, if I never traveled to that place, how would I know that is a rubbish place? Like last time I went to Paris. I think 2 years ago when I went to Paris. The streets are so dirty, and I paid my ticket to the Pompeo that building, and they are on the strike, and they don't give me refund of my ticket. Completely rubbish, and then a very dirty city, very dirty, yeah. And if you have never been there, how you would always have some expectations, and always think that I would like to have some chance to that. But you only by you have ever traveled there, then you would know that it is not so good. But it also have some benefits, like the France have some, especially in the city center of France. It is very, very very splendid. Square block is very splendid and very clean and in very good order. But just a little bit, just 1 mile 1 mile from that center, then it becomes very dirty and very like a third world country. And yeah, that is what I am thinking about. That I just demystified of doing scientific research, and especially now, I think maybe maybe 500 years ago, people doing scientific research is very noble, but now scientific research is proletariat doing it. Is those people who named themselves scientists. They are the proletariat, just co just editing and editing these words. They are not thinkers at all, and they are just the writers. And now ChatGPT can write very good scientific papers and get accepted and get very high scores by the real human reviewers. They can get a AI can do scientist job, and AI can write papers, can review papers. So nowadays, scientists, yeah, just as my favorite historian Liu Zhongjing, he said that scientists now is completely degraded into proletariat's job, doing just editing the words. Okay, that is what I want to say. I think my boyfriend wanted to talk with me. He is cooking lunch for me. Bye bye.